Hello everybody, my name is A.Akshay from 10thstd from Siddarth Rural High School, Marchavaram, Medak district, and my project is Electrostatic Space Debris Cleaner system. It comes under the sub-theme of emerging technology. So what is the reason for selecting this project? Year by year, we launch many satellites into space. They revolve in a particular orbit called low Earth orbit. And as the time increases, the number of satellites also increases. If the number of satellites also increases, the number of charges and collision also increases. So when one satellite collides to another working satellite, they form space junk or space waste. This space waste is also called as space debris. To capture those space debris, there are several types of methods. In case of larger debris, there are many solutions by NASA and ESA. But in case of smaller debris, there are no solutions. But my solution is, by utilizing electrostatic forces, we could capture the smaller debris and protect our satellites. So what is the main principle involved in this? That is Coulomb's law, where F is equals to K into Q1 into Q2 by R square. F is the force between the charges, K is the Coulomb's constant, and Q1, Q2 are the magnitude of charges, R is the distance between the charges. And how does this work? Unlike charges attract, unlike charges repel. This unlike charges attraction is implemented in my spacecraft. And these are the components of my spacecraft bus. In front of it there are several types of foam layers like positively charged aluminum foam layer and composite and foam layer. In front of the spacecraft bus these are the materials, and top and bottom there are electron emitters and also navigating cameras to move around the space. And how does this work in real life? We know that top and bottom there are electron emitters that shoot electrons to the smaller debris, and the smaller debris will be negatively charged because electrons are negatively charged, right? And through this positively charged aluminum foam layer, it's going to attract those smaller debris and store it to the foam layer and trap them and reduce the impact of it. Once the storage is full, we could dump it to the earth and burn up in the atmosphere. Or there is a spacecraft symmetry. We can dump it there and again we can reuse those valuable materials. And here is the memory foam. When we compress it, it regains its original shape. But in case of here, we cannot create electrostatic forces because of air resistance and gravity. But in space, we can create electrostatic forces because it's a nice atmosphere for them, because there is no air resistance and microgravity. And here's the spacecraft bus, and these are the space debris. And here's my spacecraft bus. It revolves around the earth and capture those smaller debris like this. Like that, it's going to attract those smaller debris. But we use here magnets because we cannot create electrostatic forces. Or as a nice example for this, when we rub the scale, because of the friction, the electrons are transferred from this and we can attract those smaller debris like this. Assume these are the small particles and we are going to attract this. In this way we are going to attack those smaller debris to protect our satellites, like this. But as a nice example for electrostatics is Van de Graaff generator. Because of this rubber, the electrons are distributed in this loop, and like this it is going to attract those smaller debris. In this way, it is going to attract those smaller debris through electrostatic forces. And from this we can protect our satellites and keep our space safe and a safe and sustainable exploration for future generations. Thank you.